great afternoon to you, morning, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Just reaching out again to continue as I looked further into self sabotaging. I had to ask, where am I sabotaging myself? And so I'm a new author, life coach, certified, and also been an entrepreneur for over 25 years. Learned a lot of things. I've learned to fail forward. I would have started self-sabotaging, and it wasn't until I believed in what God had placed on the inside of me, I started seeing breakthrough. I remember one time going to this international trade fair and wondering, what am I doing among these great people? They are all established. And I kept wondering, what is wrong? Why am I here? I shouldn't be among these people. And so those things helped me to realize that I was self-sabotaging. I was disqualifying myself, and I wasn't allowing myself to walk in the favor of God, because that was definitely not because I was great, but because of favor. So enough about me. Let's talk about you, my purpose-driven friend. And so I was sharing before, my mission is to help aspiring leaders to really birth the greatness that God placed on the inside. And that's not something woo or funny. I'm talking about what God put inside of there, that business. You want to build houses. You want to start doing some type of art, maybe painting cars. You want to write books. You want to do something that seems out of your reach, but it's a desire. And God put that desire there, right? So I am just sharing from my own experience as I was getting ready to ask the question, how am I self-sabotaging? How am I doing that? Negative self-talk. That's one of the ways we self-sabotage. When we start talking in our head and saying it wouldn't work, it would fail, that's not a good idea. We just start killing the idea even before the idea had a chance to grow. So it's like taking the seed and just throwing the seed outside instead of putting it on the soil and see if it will come forth, right? Because if you put that seed in there, think about it, you may get 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold, something will come out of it. But if we just discard it, nothing will come out of it. And that's sometimes how we treat our ideas, and we treat our dreams, we treat the call of God. I had to look at myself in the mirror and remember in 2009, I would have faced 3 ministers calling me out and sharing things with me about the call of God and ministry. And I wrestled with that and I laughed for 9 years. It took 9 years to say yes. It took 9 years to believe it was God. It took Gideon over and over, fleecing and wondering, is it me? I'm not able to, I'm just going over, and I just wanted somebody else to do it. But guess what? I knew something, that I had this passion for people. I had a passion to see them fulfill the reason why they exist. And guess what? If you allow it and you don't allow that passion to super exceed the self-sabotage, the negative talk, the lack of self-esteem, the feelings of unworthiness, you would never really go forward and do what God has called you to do. So I want to ask a question to us. Why not now? If not now, when? Oftentimes we give excuses and say it's not a good time, it's COVID, it's all of this happening in the world, we're not sure about some things. Well, you are alive and we're supposed to occupy, we're supposed to make a difference, and other people are not saying this is not a good time. So if your intent is to do something that will impact change and impact people's life, why not now? Don't be afraid of change. Oftentimes we self-sabotage because we are afraid of change. We want to stay in our comfort zone. We want to be in that place where we know the answer. We know, we'd say, I don't want to move from being a supervisor to a manager because I understand how to supervise with my eyes closed, right? I remember thinking that to myself, and the promotion is there before you and you would not accept it because you're comfortable with what you know. And so I want to encourage us, let's take that leap of faith. Let's take that step, whatever it means, stepping into your next level. Let's be willing to feel uncomfortable. I remember one great leader saying this, you know what? Success is just taking another step and going up to level 1 again and learning all over again. So it comes like you understand from 1 to 10, you know something, but you choose to step up to 11 and be a learner all over again so that you can go to the next level in your life. I want to encourage you, as I encourage myself, don't let self-sabotage keep you or reap havoc in your life. It took me 9 years to answer the call, to receive that movement and to go forward in ministry. It took me 13 years to write a book. You know how many times? I'm sure it's 100 times I wrote it, scrapped it, wrote it, scrapped it. And so I want to encourage you, whatever is on the inside of your heart, if not now, when? Rise up and let's do that and do what God has called you to do. Let that dream come to reality on the inside of you. Oftentimes, we want something so badly that we ruin it before it even begins with self-doubt and negative talk. If you have that vision, if you have that passion on the inside of you, then you have the provision and the capacity to make it a reality. I just want to remind you of that. If God trusts you to put that dream in your heart, then he's going to give you the provision to bring it to pass. Don't doubt it. Don't limit. Don't shut it down. Rely on him. I was singing this song this morning and I want to leave sharing that song with you. I lean not on my own understanding. My life is in the hand of the maker of heaven. I give it all to you, trusting that you make something beautiful out of me. So I want to encourage you. There's something beautiful on the inside of you. There's a dream that is worth paying attention to. And we know the saying, without vision, people perish. Write it down and start working on what you believe you are called to do. I want to invite you to come to Path2Purpose Blueprint Webinar. We're going to talk about the power of vision, mission, and having clarity. Because many times we don't go forward because of confusion, because of obscurity. We just limit ourselves. Click on the link below and just join in on that. There's no obligation. There's nothing to lose. It's free. And some nugget or something may bless your life or propel you to go forward and realize that calling, answer the dream, start that youth movement, start the women's ministry, start that business, the nonprofit, the feeding program, whatever it is. God bless you and God believes in you. So why don't you?